Now that we understand a little bit of the science behind wallpapers, we can think about hanging them. But before we do that, we have to cut our lengths so that they accurately pattern match for when they're fitted next to each other on the wall. Understanding the symbols supplied by the manufacturers will help us to identify where the pattern match and pattern repeat is. And it is in this section that we'll explore them, along with the other symbols you will commonly find on a wallpaper label. Now the pattern match, pattern repeat helps us in particular at the hanging stage because that tells us where to join each piece up. And that of course has to be accounted for as we cut our lengths. Generally a symbol is in two parts, normally identifying the pattern repeat, the distance that any given part of the design repeats itself, and of course the match, such as straight, half drop, etc. So if for example, as we have here, we have a 52 centimetre straight match, what that's telling us is that the distance is 52 centimetres before that part of the design repeats itself. In effect, we cut our length of paper accounting for the height of the wall, plus 5 centimetres top and bottom for trim waist, plus the stated pattern repeat. And for the match, you'd look horizontally across the paper or straight across to find the balance of the design that we'll use to join the next length up. On a hard drop, again with the same repeat distance, it would be seen as this. The symbol telling us that the matching part is halfway between the repeat distance. Then there's the random, or free match as it's often referred. This symbol tells us that there is no match on the design and that one sheet can be hung in any position in relation to the previous one hung. This is used primarily on textured, striped or plain designs. The symbol for this is an arrow with a 0 on the other side of a vertical line. Finally, there's the reverse hang. These two arrows, one pointing upwards and the other one down, means reverse hang alternate lengths. Again, this would be used on textured, plains or stripes. To hang these papers, it is best to pre-cut all your lengths before hanging and mark them up in the same place with something to identify the top of each sheet. In our case, we've put a T. We then hang the first length, doing so with the marked end at the top of the wall. Our second length is hung upside down, with the symbol at the bottom of the wall. The third length, the symbol goes back to the top, and so on. Washability symbols tell us what we can expect from our papers from a care point of view. The first one is spongeable, indicated by a single wavy line. Now this tells us that it will be possible to remove adhesive from the face of the paper without damaging the face of the paper, assuming we remove it whilst it's still wet. The washable symbol, indicated by two wavy lines, means that it can be reasonably expected to be able to remove light dirt or marks from a paper face, even after the paper is hung and dry. The super washable symbol, three wavy lines, suggests that it should be possible to remove slightly heavier domestic soiling than the previous one. Finally, there's the wavy line above a scrubbing brush. This almost exclusively applies to vinyl-faced wall coverings, as it suggests that heavy soiling may be removed with the use of a warm water detergent and the use of light scrubbing, without damaging the face of the paper.